Here's going to be a quick tutorial on how I render my animations after I complete them using the 3S Cloud Render Farm. After you have an animation that's already done, that's ready to render, you can go to File, you already have to have it saved into its own file. So first, Control-Shift-S, save its own file, External Data, Pack Resources, and then Shift-S to save that file again. Now you can exit out, go to the render farm. If you don't have an account, you can go here to the free bundle, click this link right here, that way you can get a bonus too from your first purchase. Or there will be this link also on my website, I'll have it up there too. But sign up there, you can get the app on your desktop, or you can just use the website. I like to use the app because it's more convenient. You go launch render, you do select files, and then you want to just find the file that you just saved, this one right here. You can upload that. It's gonna click upload, wait for it to upload, and then it's gonna show up here. But you have to make sure you find the folder that it's saved in. Like for example, that one's saved on my drive folder somewhere, so I go look for it there. But yeah, I'm not uploading it right now just for the tutorial. So for example, I'll go in here, or wrong one. Yeah, this one right here. I'll just find some file to use. For example, so when you upload them, it's easy to tell. Like if you have a whole bunch and you just upload a new one, it's easy to tell because it's gonna have no check at all. But like in the beginning, you're not gonna have any anyways. But that's how you tell. If it's new, there's no check next to it. And then what you want to do, go Actions, Review and Launch Render. And then if there's no check next to it, it's gonna first analyze. But then after it's done analyzing, which it should be pretty quick, you're gonna go to this page over here. It should say no missing assets if you did the packed resource thing, but if there is, then it will say like the asset name, and it'll also give an option to automatically search for it. But sometimes if the whole if you're in Blender and the whole animation looks good and then you pack resources, then it should still look good when it's rendering. Because if it's missing something that's not like visible, then it's really not too important. But I mean, you should always try and have it say no missing assets. Render animation, GPU. These should be by default. Sometimes it switches to still image, so make sure it's animation. Percentage is the quality. 180 is like 2K, 200 is like 4K, just 100% is what it shows here, the 1080. And then your frames, it should be just what you have in Blender, like the frame range that you have set on top of your timeline. But if you want to change it, you can change it here too. Your samples, you can change them here. And then an important thing, you want to use the A10 render farm because that's the cheapest one that I've found so far. I used the 32GB for just smaller scenes like 200 frames, but if it's something like 400 plus, you could probably use the 64 because that's what's meant to handle bigger scenes like that. Then render nodes, if you want, you can increase or decrease. I never really change it, but it should, like higher amounts should be faster render. That's just how I think it should work. I don't really know for sure because I don't touch them, but yeah, if you want, you can mess with that. And then after all that, you can just click render now. Then while it's after you click render now, it's going to show up on this page, the main home page. It's going to just show 0%, $0, and then it's going to just increase as it goes. But then after it reaches 100, you can see right here, it doesn't take too long, like 20 minutes, compared to if you rendered on most computers like a couple hours. But prices aren't too bad most times. And then after it's done, you can just select output, I have my own PNG sequence folder that I just save all of these into, but once you click output, you select there, it's going to automatically start downloading, and then after that's done, you can get out of here, go into CapCut or DaVinci Resolve. I'll show really quick how you can use CapCut, because I'm assuming if you have DaVinci Resolve you already know how to use it, but for CapCut it's mainly for beginners, so I'll show how to use this real quick. Before you even create a new project, you want to go to your settings up here. You want to do edit and then image duration, change it from seconds to frames, and just do 1 frame. That way when you create a new project you can bring in the PNG sequence that you've had. You can just easily drag and drop it from here, or you can go and import and then try to find it, but I like to just drag and drop it. But since you just changed that setting, now that you have your folder in here, you can drag and drop that into your timeline, and then this is not clothing, but now every image is going to be a frame in the animation. So now with all of them selected, right click, create compound clip, and then now this is basically your whole video right here. And then with this you can do your edits and your cuts and all that, and then export using 4K resolution, or 2K resolution would be better for Instagram because it doesn't compress, and then 30 FPS is the best by default. And then you can select your folder that you want it saved to and then rename as well, and then just export that.